And now, introducing our next runner, gundampilotspaz.
How you doing, Fox? Thanks for having me. And this is great. Thank you everyone for meeting this incentive. And I heard it was met like within the first 10 minutes of the marathon too, which is very exciting.
Gundam, if I may say, this is very exciting to see this game being speedrun. This is exciting. This is hype right here.
I do have a request. My challenge to myself is I'm going to pledge $5 for every death. If you in chat don't mind just keeping track of that for me.
I got you, and I'm sure chat will double check my math.
And this is the remaster, which it was a fan project. Anyone who has actually seen the original CDI version play will notice a couple differences. The chief one being that this one is actually fast. The original CDI one ran at a fast 15 frames per second, and we're running at 60. So it'll be a little bit different than what you're used to. And clock starts as soon as I hit yes.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy, this piece is what all true warriors strive for.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Your Majesty, Ganon and his minions have seized the island of Korodai.
How can we help?
It is written, only Link can defeat Ganon.
Great, I'll grab my stuff.
There is no time. Your sword is enough.
How about a kiss, for luck?
You've got to be kidding.
Squadala, we're off!
Wow, what are all those heads?
These are the faces of evil. You must conquer each.
I guess I'd better get going.
Here is the map. Where do you wish to go?
So first we're going to jump in here into the ice area. Our goal here is to collect as many snowballs as possible. This is the only place you can get snowballs. We need them for 2 locations in the run. And I'm going to collect kind of a marathon safe amount. Obviously I would aim to get as few as possible, but I certainly don't want to come back here because that's not going to be very fast. I'll detour into here, grab these 2. And hopefully that should be enough.
As I hope you don't mind me jumping in really quick for a dono.
Yeah, please.
All right, really quickly, we got Jet. Previous runner Jet was $65, saying, "Here's my donation for all the charts I collected during my run. Very fun run. Thanks for the support, everyone." And that puts us over $2,700. Thank you, everybody. Well, that's 2.
I am the
That is
reader,
2, and
Hypo. If you bring me the book of Korodai, I will gladly read the secret verse.
you can see kind of the beauty of this game is how janky the actual platforming is, because I was probably only 1 pixel off in that jump, but the platforms here are just not very obvious. The backgrounds are beautiful, even by modern standards, but they do not give you a good indication of what is actually jumpable.
You're not afraid of dragons, are you?
Of course not.
Then get my necklace back from Gliok, okay? Pretty please.
Alright, so we got our first quest. The all cutscenes run is interesting because in the, it kind of, you get to see all the cutscenes, but as opposed to the any percent run, we're actually going to revisit a lot of these areas multiple times because some cutscenes are triggers before you do quests and some after.
Keep this lantern full. It'll light your way.
Thanks.
Also important.
Left, Link. There's Drulik round the side of Glutgo.
Important that we get the multiple cutscene characters on our first stop. Alright, we're going to walk along the bottom here. We're going to get the key from that skull early. We didn't even learn the secret yet. Grab the key here. And we're going to talk to this fisherman.
Biggest crab I ever caught. It's a goma. You're pretty good. Here. Thanks.
Yeah, once again, the fisherman is also a double
Boy,
cutscene.
You're doing real well. Once you get rid of Ganon, we can get back to fishing.
A little bit bitter that the fisherman doesn't actually give me a heart, it just heals me twice. So, unfortunately, there's not much we can do about that. So, the key in the bottom is going to unlock this hut, and we'll get to hear from the fisherman's wife.
From the crater till I boarded the vent. Used a skull for a latch, and not one dire has figured it out.
She's going to give us the secret that the key is in the skull. We already got it. I'm going to take a purposeful desk here to increase my chances of survival. This is one of the first location we're going to use the snowballs. And a death like late in this area means a trip back to the snow dungeon. Perfect. Alright, time to go shopping. The internet's favorite character in this game is going to be making his appearance.
Bombs? You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies. Sorry, Link.
Right.
I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer.
And we're going to quickly exit out, return, and we're going to hit the first face of evil, Garonu.
We're just gonna hop in here again, Spaz, real quick to say there is $32 left for the hand cam incentive for the next run, but it has to be met by the end of this run. So everybody, $32 left on that incentive. Just letting you know.
So this is the first dark room that we're going to do in the run. Normally we would be using our lantern here, but we don't want to. Ooh, oh, I missed it. We don't want to buy lantern oil. We want to try. Oh, goodness, let me reset here to get this ledge. Oh my goodness! I normally never screw up on this one. There certainly is a dark room that I screw up on. Oh no. Link, what are you doing to me? There we go. I just went a little too far. So we want to get up to the third tier, which we are. We're just going to walk all the way across here and drop down. We're going to wait here because I don't want to. No, we're going to just do it. Oh no, I missed. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for, the debris. And make our jump here.
But after a year of being frozen, you will beg to join me.
Alright, we're going to take a purposeful death here. So we face Garonu with full health.
You can't kill me.
Alright, 3 fireballs takes him out. And that's our first face of evil. So now we're going through Spearfish Falls 1. We're gonna be meeting Gliok here, and we're gonna get our quest for the Power Glove, which is one of the most important items in the game. We'll be going to our second shopping trip very soon, so that red ruby is very important. I did say ruby because in this game they are rubies; they are not rupees. Don't want to mess that up.
You're doing great.
Fairies are going to give me a new heart.
You're our hero. Here's a life heart. We know you can beat Ganon.
Alright, so and then we're gonna fight Gliok. Now the Gliok cave is actually the dungeon that I actually do typically, the dark room I typically screw up. So let's see if maybe luck will be on my side here. We're just going to stab him until he disappears. Grab the necklace, and then try to get out of here with minimum amounts of falling. Yes, he actually did get it. The dark rooms are not being kind to me today. It is mostly muscle memory, and it's something that you get after kind of practicing a bunch of times in a row. Oh, no. Why am I missing that last one? Okay, we got one over, and I apologize, and normally it doesn't take this long. There we go.
I may be
Alright,
old,
and we'll talk to the witch.
but I still know a few tricks. Bring some grapple berries. I'll show you a good one.
Okay, so the witch wants grapple berries. That means we're going to go to Firestone Lake and get them. These Octorocks give me a really hard time on any percent because in any percent you come here with only 3 hearts. Thankfully, we have a lot more than that here on all cutscenes. We're just going to block these attacks. They don't hurt us when we walk through them. And then we'll enter the cave here.
In the darkest
And then Ganon's gonna rhyme for us.
when not moon nor sun has risen, I take Zelda in my power. I shall keep her in my prison.
I mean, pretty good. No. Yeah, typically when I get down to the bottom, they're not that close, but it's not unexpected that I take a death here. Specifically because I don't want to waste my... that's the wrong place. We're going to go back to Spearfish Falls, we're going to turn in the grapple berries, and we're going to get our power glove. The fairies up ahead, they do have a second
You're
cutscene,
doing great, Link.
so we have to get that.
You're our hero. Here's some water of life. Drink, Link.
Spearfish.
Stir the berries
Just annoying.
in the tub. Let the juices soak the glove. Let Link fight and never cower. For his glove's a glove of power.
Wow, thanks!
The Power Glove is going to replace bombs in most situations. It's essentially unlimited bombs as long as we have 10 rubies to pay for them. We're going to buy 1 lantern oil and at least 4 ropes, and then some backup bombs in Goronu before heading back to the lighthouse. And we're going to turn in the necklace to the widow and complete that quest. I'm purposely taking damage here because right after this cutscene finishes, I'm just going to take a death to immediately exit out.
My husband gave me this. He's an abominum now. Here. It's not much, but it'll still carry water.
Alright, and if we don't hit continue, we're brought right back to the main map. And we're going to go up to our second face of evil, the Harlequin Bazaar.
See how Harlequin captures Coridians?
You lose.
Do you know what it means when you lose your last ruby? Now you work for me! Take him away!
So I think Harlequin Bazaar has some of my favorite art in this game. It's like some of the more creative backgrounds. It's actually quite shocking if you've never seen it before. They really did a good job, and this screen specifically, the Angry Pigman. The arrows are actually added for the remaster because the feedback was that people were not finding where the doors were.
Chances are 1,000,000 to none. But let's have fun anyway.
We're just gonna stab Harlequin.
Lucky shot.
Golly!
He's gonna deflate, and then we're gonna talk to the true final boss of this game, this weird
Stars
kid.
are made of ice. Thus the night is cold. Bring the crystal from Saragon, and I will prove the light of ice penetrates more than fire.
Alright, our third face, Militron.
Militron makes his warriors.
Worthless Coridian.
It's very interesting.
You must be hardened with fire. Go and kill.
So there's some interesting platforming here. These trees are ladders. I mean, they kind of look that way, but that was not my first guess the first time I played this. Especially since most background terrain up to that point was just pure platforming.
Baz, I'm jumping in really quick. We got 2 new
Please.
donations. Sarth the Sneck, thank you for $32. And the comment, let's see those beautiful hands, winky face. And Anonymous with $12 donation, and the comment is the side eye emote. I'm not sure what that's called actually, it's just the eyes. But thank you all for those donations. We are now, I believe, halfway to $2,800. We're getting really close, fam. Really close. Let's see if we can do it. Let's do it!
Alright, so Militron's been defeated. It's time to upgrade our sword. So Shipwreck Cliff, we're going to walk all the way over to the edge. We're going to get that key. We're going to fall right off and take a death. So we warp right back to the beginning and can open the door.
Won't you please jump across that little old chasm and cut my daddy's chains? Pretty please, have a heart.
Now when the blacksmith's daughter says have a heart, you actually do gain an extra life heart, which is very kind of her.
Please, Link, jump and cut these chains. The Arpagus are driving me crazy.
Well, I do want to pause here because just look at this guy. He's just he's rocking. He's rocking to the background tunes.
Thanks. Say, you have a fire diamond, don't you?
Sure.
Then let me fix your sword. Let's see how it works.
Wow.
I like how blacksmithing in this universe is just gently tapping a sword and then handing it back to the owner.
Ting ting, here you go!
Alright, so Glecko is an interesting boss. Glecko can only be beaten with the traditional bombs. Now, in case you didn't realize that Glecko couldn't be beaten by traditional bombs, the game gives you this nice hint.
Where are you heading, partner?
I'm going to fight Glutko.
Don't fight him, feed him! Something spicy. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, how could that hint be any more obvious? Something spicy. But something spicy turns out to be a bomb.
Through the eye of Glutko lies the shrine of Koridai.
I'm simply famished. No! It tastes like
To be fair, something spicy might be on par with Dodongo hates smoke, so maybe we can't blame them too much.
Oh, goody!
Now we're just gonna make sure the bomb touches him.
For the main course.
You don't really even have to aim.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't have to explode. Now, Glutko is our first repeat boss. We do have to fight a bunch of the faces again. Glutko being the first one in his own stage. And the rule is we do not have to rewatch the death animations because the death animations are identical. So it's just kind of doubling up.
Help! Ganon froze the fountain. I'm stuck. Here, have some water of life. My, you're thirsty. Oh my goodness!
Alright, so Glutko dropped the Book of Korodai, which is what this guy wanted at the very start of the game. So we're going to go and deliver the book to him so he can read it to us. Link has a problem with reading, apparently.
Listen, such is the power of the Prince of Darkness that he can kill with a single look. Attacks against Ganon will
Okay,
prove
attack with book to
useless
destroy
unless
Ganon. That's what we
attacks with
learned.
The sacred book.
I can only assume that means knowledge will destroy Ganon. It must be some kind of puzzle. Get over. Alright, blow up this rock. Or we talk to the sorceress in here.
Before you face the foul fiend Ganon, you must conquer Fortress Central, where the treasure of death is hidden. Bring it to me. Be gone.
Alright, Fortress Centrum. So this is repeat Garonu. He's hiding out in this fortress. It's also kind of one of the more impressive dark rooms because of the amount of enemies. We're not going to get killed by the avalanche, please. There's a second avalanche here, which we don't want to get killed by. Alright, but we are... Oh, wow! That's never happened before. Interesting. I got killed during the transition. We're going to take out our rope. We're going to use the rope twice, jump once, climb up. We're going to be very careful here because we don't want to die before we get to the door. Alright, we can take a death here, which is... The purposeful deaths are getting expensive.
Hey Zelda, wake up!
What?
And here we have Garonu again. Now we have our fire diamond in the sword, so we don't have to use fireballs this time. The death animation is the same, so we don't have to worry about that. And then we're going to return this to the sorceress. this reflective crystal.
This shield both sword and spear deflects, but cannot stop the vilest curse. This crystal makes the shield reflect, cursing the cursor with twice the curse.
So then now we're going to head up to Harlequin Bazaar. We did pick up that ice crystal during our first visit to Sargon Cave, and that is what the our creepy boy scientist asked us to bring him.
Now, if we make a simple vacuum and spin the ice just so.
Yep, makes sense to me. And now we're going to consider Lupe.
Consider Lupe the most dangerous of Ganon's minions.
With this ruby, I replace your soul. You will obey.
So we had to come to Lupe after we got the reflective shield because he can only be killed by reflecting his attacks back to him. Come on. This is also the one dark room I refuse to do because I'm bad at it. So, and based on my my record with dark rooms today so far, we're not going to tempt fate.
Popping in here real quick, we got a $5 donation from Space Cow. Thank you, Space Cow, with the comment, dark transformation noises.
So,
I spy with my eyes someone who.
So because we don't have to watch the death cutscene again, and he's not actually blocking our path, we don't have to kill Harlequin, we can just walk right past him.
I will not die.
The worst death quote, as you're dying, to scream, "I will not die." Let's just think of something a little better.
At last, you have the vision to find my house. Now you will see the sand krumis that prevent your approach to Ganon.
Right, so we're entering Ganon's lair. Now, Ganon's lair is fairly interesting. If you do not go to Hermit Flats, and you don't get that final lantern, all of the enemies in Ganon's lair are invisible. So, when you do this dungeon in any percent, you don't bother getting the final lantern, and you just do it completely blind. You just take the damage from something invisible that you have to just spam your power glove and hope you kill. So we're going to use the power glove as kind of a flashlight here to see where this ladder is, especially. Same rule as with Harlequin, we can just walk right past Militron because his death animation is the same. He's not actually blocking us. I hope I don't die here. I do want to die. I will take a purposeful death in this room because there's a bunch of enemies that are just going to start flying at me.
Join me, Link, and I will make your face the greatest.
Now, our clever hint was that we have to attack Ganon with the book. That was quite literal. We'll grab our final key. Bring our gong. And our timer will stop as soon as the credits roll.
Why'd you do that?
I just saved you from Ganon.
You did not.
Well done, Link. Ganon is once again imprisoned. Come. Look, already Corridai is returning to harmony. The birds are singing. Isn't it beautiful? Golly, as it is written, you, Link, are the hero of Corridai.
I guess that's worth a kiss, huh? Ha! I won!
And that was Link Faces of Evil. One of the two, well, one of the three CDI Zelda games, but the ones with the famous cutscenes. They did remaster both. They do have small but active speedrun communities. They're pretty easy games to learn, and there's no tricks. It's just kind of learning how to do a lot of the jumps and the menuing as fast as possible. So they're easy to get into. It just can be frustrating at times. But thank you so much for having me. What was our final death count?
You had 9 deaths.
All right, 9 deaths. That's perfect.
You won.
Yeah, that's not that bad. I think that's exactly how many I had during Speedrun Ragnarok as well. So that's pretty good. But thank you so much for having me, and looking forward to the rest of the marathon.
GG Spaz, thank you very much. Awesome run.